Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unplugged.
Hi.
Guess who we have back? We
back.
have Nate, but he is quickly leaving us.
I know. Well,
Yeah, guys, we have something to tell y'all. Fix your hat. It's a little outside.
A little crooked.
Just a little bit. Just a little. But
Is that better?
yeah, that's better. Yeah.
This way?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah, that looks better.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Why do I still feel like you can hear yourself more than me? Can you hear me better?
I can hear you pretty good.
You do hear me pretty good?
I can
as
hear
long
you
as you
pretty
can hear
good.
me pretty good, then we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have us both in the same. Okay, anyways. Oh, let's start again.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unplugged with
Yes.
Jesus. And Nate is here again.
Yes, I'm back.
But he's quickly leaving us, guys.
Well,
No, tell him. It's fine.
I'll be
We got a
back.
big fight, and so
Yeah. And that's it. We're about to rumble it out right here. If y'all want to bet $50, going once,
gonna
going
win?
twice. No, but well, it's just there's a lot of scheduling conflicts that we're having to like fix right now. And he lives in Houston and I live in San Antonio. So at the moment, it's kind of like I wouldn't call it a struggle. It's been a
Yeah, no.
challenge
mm-hmm.
to like get us to like do this every Friday, obviously.
Yes, guys, hold on before he continues with his story. If you hear this like background noise,
It's because I live in the
it's his AC. But not to worry, y'all can still hear us. But anyways, okay, go ahead.
So there's just been a lot of scheduling, and we want to upload every Friday. And I do want to be a part of a podcast all the time. Like, it would just be nice for both of those things to coexist. So I am going to be doing another podcast, or I will be on it all the time. And he will be on this podcast where he'd be doing it all the time. I feel like we're like back in 2016 and we're telling them we're breaking up. This is like the popular YouTube way of doing it. and the title's just going to be, we can't do this no more. Or he's fake. No, but
He's cheating on me.
well, I'm still going to be a part of this podcast as much as I can.
Yeah, but like
To be
he's gonna
safe
go
than
and be a co-host at another podcast. But I told him, I give him my blessing, guys, and I told him that he should go. And I feel like because if he wants to be a part of like an actual podcast and be very consistent with it and be like the actual co-host of a podcast or just like a podcast in general, it would have to be here in San Antonio, just because we do live far away, like he said. So it is kind of hard sometimes. And
this is like for the success of us. This isn't like,
right, we're not.
obviously I'm on this one right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know, it's
for sure.
anytime I can be a part of the podcast, I'm going to be. Who knows? It might work out in the long run and I might be on multiple episodes. I might not.
Exactly.
Like, we don't
Yeah.
know. It's just going to be as we go.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
definitely letting him take the claim
Yeah,
of this
so
podcast.
I'm going independent, guys. It's still gonna be called Unplugged.
Yes, of course.
But I think for the sake of the podcast, my title pages are not gonna be with you anymore.
I know.
But it's fine. It's okay.
okay.
It's okay. He's still gonna be around, guys. We're not mad at each other. We're just kidding. Kidding.
We want to make this as good as we can,
Yeah, for sure.
whether that's individually or together. Or, but I think in all actuality and reality, we want to make this. I want you to be able to upload every Friday,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want to hold that. I wouldn't want to make that be a stop to making the upload.
Yeah.
And we discussed this before, actually.
We did.
in the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
This was
Yeah, we
like
did.
we knew I wasn't going to be a part of every episode. Because we wanted this to be uploaded all the time,
Yeah.
and to do that, you need to make sure you do it.
See, guys, but this is I seen a TikTok earlier about this. It's like, why us as adults?
Yeah.
There's a the TikTok went. It's like, why is it so hard for people our age to talk about how we feel with their friends? Like, if you have something going on, like, why don't you just tell them? Like, if there's something bothering you, why don't you just tell your friends?
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that we were being bothered by this, but I feel like if
not
we
at all.
weren't, if we were those type of friends that didn't say anything to each other, then the tension would have been there, where it's like, if he's starting a new podcast out here and he wouldn't tell me about it, and then I found out, and then just the tension, it just would have been messy, you know?
Yeah.
So like, we're gonna save our time.
But on top of that, like we're communicating all the time on how we feel or the things we're doing. So it's like, it is important to make sure we are laying that out there.
For sure.
And the other podcast is still in the works. So maybe the next time you'll see me, that one will be started. So let's hope.
Yes.
But by the time they do see this, we already saw the experience of the first episode that was released for Unplugged. And that was nice. I kind of want to talk about that for a second.
Oh, yeah. Guys. Yes. So you're talking about the responses of the first podcast episode. Guys, it was great.
We got a lot of good comments. A lot of people were messaging us, and I loved the support. It's nice to see that people will support you just quietly. Yeah. And you might not hear from them, but...
Exactly. Just a like, a share.
And then when you end up hearing... Like, there was a few friends that I haven't seen in a long time or heard in a long time. And they reached out to me. They're like, I'm so happy and proud for you. And I'm like, oh, like you're watching.
Exactly.
Like, it's good to see that.
No, so I get it.
I acknowledge it. We acknowledge it.
I love it.
Yes.
No, it was good.
Obviously, you'll see I have this orange blanket here. That's because Halloween is around the corner. This is the skin of a killer Bella.
And y'all just see my thighs here.
And what's between them. No, but...
Do you want to find out?
Y'all see me just go in.
You don't come out.
You see my little legs just like kicking out. Why did my pinky do that? That's funny.
But yeah, I came out here to San Antonio and I was like, you know what, we're filming a podcast because why not? But guys, honestly, like he said, we did talk about this podcast and like how it was gonna go, but we actually just talked about this not too long ago, literally 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, literally, because I mean, I just threw it out there, like, I'm okay with saying like it can be your podcast, like it's I would want the best for anything that we're going to be doing in general. So it's like, if I know the consistency is going to be hard for you to come down here, for me to go down there, it's just fair to say like, okay, like, keep doing it, and I have more trust in you than, you know, like, it's success for us. Like, we've always said it, like, if you're going up, I'm going up. Like,
we're not leaving each other.
We're not leaving each other now.
No.
And that's good, because that means maybe one day our podcast can cross.
Exactly, you know, guys. And this isn't going to be the last time you see him. Like, just because he has his own thing going on. Yeah, he's still coming on here.
And you know what's crazy? It's crazy that we didn't think that to begin with as like a good thing to do. Like, we talked about having a podcast together,
but we never thought like doing them
separately. Yeah, doing them separately in general, and just starting one separately and just always collabing them together.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
We could do that.
Like, we haven't even discussed future things for us on that. I know. Like, so it's so possible. It's so
sorry, your mic is not as good as mine.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was getting. Oh no,
is it? No. Yeah, a little far.
It's true though. Like, there's so much that we can end up doing that like I'm kind of excited for that we have not, like, you know. I want to look at you, but I'm looking at you through here. By the way, that's how I'm like staring at you.
I know, but you gotta look at me.
I know. It just wow, you're real.
It's because, guys, we have a monitor, so we're seeing ourselves on a monitor over here.
Is it weird to like look directly at the camera?
Yeah, because you're not doing a YouTube video, you're doing a podcast, so you're talking to me, not the camera the entire
That's true. I just feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like I have to really turn, and then
you do. You do.
I just feel like it takes away my like I want them to be able to see my face, or like your face. Cause stare at me real quick. Like,
they can still see my face. See, like, turn towards me. See?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just constantly looking at myself. I don't know. And you, like, it's like you're like, you bitch.
You bitch.
Yeah, stop looking at yourself. It's nothing's changing.
No, but okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start a podcast because we've been talking for way too fucking long.
Yeah.
But I did have a question for you.
Okay, what is it? I'm scared.
I had this question in the car, and I was like, "Wait, do you want me to ask you in the car or like on the podcast?" And he was like, "Nah, let's wait for the podcast." But
yeah, exactly.
So, wait, do you want to share your relationship status?
I am single, looking for a relationship. I would like to be in one. I think it's been like it's long overdue. I think I've seen
How long?
all my life. I think I've seen all my friends date.
Way too damn much.
Yeah, I think I see all my friends date, and it's like I kind of want that for myself.
Yeah, for sure.
And
as you should.
I think it's getting harder and harder to date as time goes on.
That part.
Not just for me, but like for everybody.
Yeah.
Society, what it is today, was not what it was yesterday.
Exactly.
So it's like, imagine 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 7
Yeah.
years ago. Like it's a lot. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely been like I have definitely evolved from when I used to go on dates and stuff, like in the beginning,
Yes.
like when we were like younger.
Guys, he used to be really shy just talking to guys. Like
Yeah,
he
I
just
couldn't-
wouldn't want to,
I couldn't do
or
it.
he just couldn't.
I was terrified of seeing them in
Terrified.
person.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I would love to talk to them through the phone or through text, and I would get comfortable. And I think I would get. I think it's just because I was so bullied when I was younger that I think
Mhm.
I'd get so comfortable with them that I would think, man, they're gonna judge me for me in
Yes.
person as
Yes.
well. Like
Mhm.
I felt this weight of like, am I not what they want me to be?
But also
But
too,
that's
that
not
comes
how-
from just being in the community.
Yeah, no, for real.
We're so judged within the community, guys.
And I will tell you this too. Like, I feel like now it's not something I hold too hard to myself. It's like, it's not, if I don't think that in my head anymore. Like, am I not who they want me to be? It's more
Mhm.
like, this is who I am. Like, this is what, I think that's what helped me get over that fear,
Yeah.
is when I started seeing them in person. I'm like, no, like, this is me.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but like,
exactly. But you
if it's
could-
too
don't-
much, if it's too little, like,
But
that's,
wouldn't you want to know that?
yeah, I did read a statistic actually where anyone who goes on dates and texts and talks over the phone
Mhm.
or anything like that, the statistic that was done said that you have 2 weeks to see the person
Yeah.
before they build an idea of who you are in their own mind with their own imagination. In order to defeat that, you have to see them before the 2 weeks. So if you're talking with someone, and it's been past 2 weeks
Mhm.
over the phone, they already have an idea
Of you.
of who you are in the head that's not you.
Right.
Because they're only building off what they see. And if you do meet someone and you do see them in person sooner, your relationship has a more likelihood of being successful because they got to meet you for who you are and not behind the phone.
True.
So there's a lot of usually when I am trying to date someone and I do see me being able to date them, I try to see them pretty quick. I'm like, we got
Yeah.
a week, because in my head I'm thinking, I don't want you to have the idea of me,
Yeah.
of what you believe I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather you see me for me.
Yep. No, for
You know?
sure. So my question is,
Okay.
because you
hmm
throughout the years you've dated,
I have. Okay, Dr. Phil, what's going on?
But like,
not imagine.
why hasn't it ever become exclusive with anyone?
I feel like it hasn't become.
Like, ooh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, but
Yeah.
like, guys, y'all don't think I'm judging. Like,
No,
we
yeah.
I had already asked him.
He knows my faults too. Like, what's the one thing I say about guys when I'm dating them?
Oh,
What? It's the sound 3 say it, but yeah, but it's like I like
But.
them, but
And
this,
I always tell him like, bro, stop saying but.
Mhm,
Just
yeah.
let it fucking happen.
Let it happen.
You know,
Yeah.
get heartbroken.
Yeah,
You know, let them yell at you a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
I think. Well,
just like
now it's better. I don't.
yeah. No, but don't let them yell at you. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, no.
You said if they do, let me know. Beat their ass.
Fuck yeah. No, but yeah. Why hasn't it become exclusive with any
Any of the guys I've ever dated?
Mm-hmm. Or like talk to, yeah, like yeah, the
Like-
guys that you've met.
Actually, question: when you say exclusive, do you mean like public eye, or do you mean
no,
like
no.
in general? Okay, so
I mean like just
there was
in
2 guys.
general, like where it's like he is officially my boyfriend.
Okay, so there was a guy. These are not.
But wait, I had another question. Remember, I had told you I was like, I have another question before
Uh-huh.
that question.
Oh yes.
But when, and this is a question for everybody, so please comment down below. But
Yeah.
when you start talking to somebody,
Uh-huh.
is one of the questions, what are you looking for? Or
No.
what are you looking for out of this?
It's more of like we have a conversation and then it will be like I mean, if it's off a dating app, technically it's like, hey, I'm looking to date. Like I have it on there. So it's already kind of clear at
But
that
like,
point.
no one ever asks each other that question.
Yeah, we do, but when it is set out there, it's like, I think all the guys I've ever talked to here has been, I'm just rolling with things. I want to see where
Oh,
it
no.
goes.
Mm-mm.
You know what I
No.
mean? So it's
See,
like,
I cannot stand when someone tells me I'm just going with the flow. If you're on a dating app,
Yeah.
especially not Grindr,
yeah, no.
everything else, and it's an actual dating, guys, it's for dating. So if you're just
Yeah.
going with the flow or you're not looking for a relationship, why the fuck are you on there? And that's why I asked you, like, is that a question that you ask them or they ask you? Because
If you're
I just don't want you to waste your time
yeah,
on
okay,
these men.
that's where you're getting at. Okay, then yes, I do have the conversation with them. Like, are you looking to date? Because I am.
Right, because then if not, then they're just dating to date to have fun.
I think what happens is, okay, so there was a guy that I did talk to a long time ago. I don't know if you remember.
What's his name? Nah, I'm kidding.
He-
Don't.
No.
Oh,
I
no.
wouldn't say his name, but there was one I would mention that I would love to mention his name because I have like, I think he just, well, hold on. So there was one. No. It's more current. You're bad for that. No, okay, so
Hey,
you're bad. No, okay. So there was one guy that I dated, and it actually got pretty far. We were close to being together. We were already talking about it because on our third date, he was like, "I feel like you're already my boyfriend." Like, it was happening.
see,
But we ended.
there you
No,
go,
no, no, no,
guys.
no. This is like a real. Remember, we ended up arguing till like 5 a.m.
who?
Do you remember that? We ended up arguing to 5 a.m. and he was like overlooking everything I said because his point of views were more.
Okay, wait. Okay,
very-
is this the person that we bumped into each other into
Yes.
outside? Okay.
It was a narcissistic point of view, and it was a red flag.
If I would have known this person was like that from the very beginning, when we
bumped into each other,
yeah, but then if you told, like,
you wouldn't have known, or
if you knew how he was prior to, would you still talk to him?
well, there was
'Cause,
no.
I can't stand a narcissistic fuck.
There was no bad blood after the argument. I think there was some sense of continuation, but I just think I had to cut it off because our views just didn't align.
I don't like,
So that one was like done. And then near December, I ended up talking to a guy named Keaton, and I do want to say his name because if you do see this, like, he was just such a great guy. I'm going to say that, like, Keaton, you were a great guy. No, but
You'll start crying.
yeah, no.
You're like, take me back.
I think the reason why I'm okay with, like, honestly really mentioning his name was like, I enjoyed his company. He was fun. Like, he was a cool guy to the point where it's like, if we were friends today, I'd be perfectly okay with that because he was just a nice person to have.
Yeah.
Like, he was a refreshing person. He kind of reminded me that there is good people out there, to be honest.
I don't remind you that there's good people.
The what?
I don't remind you that there's good people out there.
Of course you do, Zaddy.
You said, well,
I'm a, well, when you're asleep, yes. No, but no, seriously, like, I'm okay with mentioning his name because I genuinely, like, he was such a good person. Like, he was fun to be around. I loved his time. I think he is talking to somebody right now, and I'm for it. Like, I'm rooting for him.
yeah.
Now to get in why we didn't work out, that's like more personal, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was right people, wrong time, and that's okay.
Yes.
So,
yes, but
It
that
wasn't
sucks.
it wasn't like a bad thing or anything like that. And if you do watch this and you do see that I'm talking about you, it's like, I just want you to know too that, like, I'm glad that I got to meet someone like you. You really did, like, boost like this confidence in me that I can spend time with someone and get comfortable around somebody. And it's like, to have this conversation with you and like call that out for myself is also kind of important because it takes I take accountability for knowing that that's something I've struggled with, is getting comfortable with somebody. When I was little, I used to have that fear.
But wait, so going back to answering my question, why do you feel like you haven't?
I feel like with every guy I've talked to, something has always come up that like has prevented me. That guy, the first one, that was a clear no.
Yeah.
the second one was a recent one, which was him. That was like, it just wrong place, wrong time, and it's like, don't wait on me. I'm not gonna wait on you. Like,
Yeah.
do what you got to do. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Right.
And I think currently, I feel like there is someone that I am talking with, but it's like, if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. And I think maybe that's why I haven't been in a relationship, because that's my mindset. Like, if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. And maybe I do need to put
I
more
feel like
effort.
you also need to allow it to go somewhere.
Yeah, that is true. I think
Are you scared of commitment?
No, I'm not scared of commitment. No, I think it's...
Guys, that was literally just a genuine question I just asked. I've never asked him that.
Yeah, this is actually a real like deep conversation.
Are
that
you-
I don't think we... I'm not...
Somebody asked me too. I don't know who it was.
Are you scared of commitment?
Somebody asked me if I was scared of commitment. I don't think I'm scared of commitment. I think at one point I wasn't ready for commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Now I
Yeah.
am.
Okay.
I feel like now I would be ready for a commitment. But no, I know for sure now I am ready for commitment. Like, I'm ready to commit.
Yeah.
But like, there's times where you're just like, you're at a point in life sometimes where just like you're not ready to commit. It's not that you're scared. It's just
Yeah.
that you have other shit going on. Like, you're worried about yourself.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I'm scared of commitment, but that actually falls perfect to what I was saying. Maybe I'm not ready, like you said, not ready for commitment. My mom will ask, like, why haven't you got a boyfriend yet? No, she'll ask, why aren't you in a relationship? And I tell her my relationship is my job.
yeah.
And it's like,
Well, that was me too. But
I do kind
not
of
good.
joke. Yeah, I do joke around about it. Like, my relationship is everything that I do. Like,
Yeah.
connecting with that right now. That's like me prospering. I'm doing everything I can do for myself,
Mhm.
and I'm feeling into myself, and then hope that whoever I run into one day will be able to feel into that with me. You know,
Mhm.
and I hope that's like, honestly, sometime soon. But I'm also not like. It's scary because like, I don't want to rush to be in a relationship with anybody, but I do want to have like someone that I can be with all the time.
I was about to joke. I was about to say joke.
Go ahead. What was the joke?
Because you said I don't want to rush into anything, and I'm like, boy, at this point you're going too slow.
Yeah. No.
No, I'm kidding, guys.
But like, realistically, like, we are getting older, you know. So it's like, obviously,
We did just talk about that too.
we are getting older. So it's like,
Yeah.
we do want to make sure that we're not like, you know, going too slow.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure that.
But whenever you're ready, you're ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think what it is I'm looking to find. So like, what I've told other people is like, I look for qualities that you, Brianna, and Sierra have.
Mhm.
Like, all of y'all, like even Sweet Tea, like all of my friends, y'all have shown me, like, all of my close friends have. I can name a big group, literally, even if I haven't talked to you in a long time. But like, Sweet Tea, Julia, you, Sierra, Brianna, and the list can go. Like, but like, y'all have all shown me qualities that I look for in
Yeah.
somebody, and I'm hoping that I can find someone that makes me feel the way y'all all make me feel when I'm with y'all.
Right.
I feel like I can, like, it's gonna be sound so stupid. I feel like if we're in my room right now by ourselves and the cameras weren't on or anything, I can like run in my underwear and be stupid, dance and not care. Like, I'm not gonna feel
Yeah.
embarrassed to do anything in front of y'all.
Yeah.
If I make a stupid face, I'm not scared. Like,
Mhm.
we say stupid stuff all the time together.
Obviously, all
So
the
it's like,
time.
I want to feel that with someone.
Yeah.
I want to feel that level of comfort. And
Mhm. And maybe it's not all the qualities like you say, like we all show you. I think it's more of like you just want to be yourself around somebody.
yes, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because when I'm also going to tell you this one thing that I've heard, and I've told you in the past.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait to find the perfect person, you're going to be alone for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because perfect people do not exist.
But we're
if you
here though. We exist. No, but
We're perfect.
nobody's perfect.
No, but yeah, no, no, I was like, yeah, no, guys, yeah. So that's his relationship status.
Hmm.
At least
What's
he
your
has
relationship status? Let's go. Let's get into it. The
one. No,
nitty gritty.
the nitty gritty. Jesus, I
Yeah.
don't know. So once upon a time,
In band camp,
yep.
you took a trombone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all thought it was the underwear aisle. It was not the underwear
It
aisle.
was Bandcamp.
It was Bandcamp. No, I'm kidding. So there's this guy,
Okay.
and
Can I say?
yeah, go.
Sorry, it's my gum. Can I say something?
Go.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Why did I just forget what I was gonna say?
No.
Go on, and it might appear.
So there's this guy,
Okay.
and we met a while back. We met a long time ago, actually. I think we met.
Oh,
Go.
sorry. I actually don't know what we're gonna be talking about right now. Like, you didn't even tell me. You said we'll just say before the podcast because I have no idea what you're saying. This is my first time hearing whatever he's telling me right now. Actually.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I haven't told him. So there's this guy,
Okay.
but we met a while back, like years ago. I want to say
Years.
like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Do I know this person?
I think I've showed you pictures of him. I'll show you a
Okay.
picture of him now.
Interesting.
So, but it's crazy because should I get in through? Like, do you want me to like go with the whole story?
Yeah.
Like, you want to know it all?
I want to know it all. It's like a watermelon through a straw.
There's this guy,
Okay.
and
I say that a lot. Okay.
there's a guy.
I
Ever?
don't
No?
know.
Maybe not.
I think I do remember him.
Okay.
I think I do remember him.
So we met a while back. We met a long time ago, but at that point, because like I said, we're not always ready to commit. It doesn't mean that we're scared to commit.
Yeah.
So at that point, whenever we met,
Yeah.
it was very much casual, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
But then it turned. Then it turned into like a friendship type of thing because I think at this point I was still not living in Houston, so
Were you
it
here?
was a while back. No. I was still at.
You're at Corrigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, and I might be getting the dates wrong, but anyways, we met and we became friends or whatever, and everything was cool. We were good. We were like, the relationship never happened,
Okay.
but we were both interested in each other. But I think, like you said, right people, wrong time.
Yeah.
And so life went on or whatever. We were still like keeping in contact with each other, like through Snapchat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever. Here
Did
and
like
there.
the normal stuff. Yeah.
Here and there, yeah. And then he gets with my ex.
Whoa. Oh
Yeah.
my god! I didn't know that.
He gets with my ex. One of these.
So that's no one I was thinking of.
So
Wow.
he gets with my ex, and
Okay.
at this point, I was already living in
Okay.
Houston. So I was already living in Houston whenever he was with my ex, and yeah.
Was this? I mean, if you're not okay with me saying this, you can cut it out. But I think it's fine. Is this the one about the club? That one time?
The club.
Yeah, I went to go eat after, or like.
No. Wait, the club? Eat? The one that I had threesome with?
No.
Oh.
No.
Which one? Go ahead.
There was a time where there was like, it was your ex who bumped into you, and he was with someone, and he all like, I think I went to IHOP or it was something like that. I went somewhere after, and you were like warning him, or is that him? That not him? That
It-
guy is toxic. Your ex, he's toxic. Like, he is. No offense to you, even if you watch this, but like, boy,
Oh, he knows.
that guy knows. Well, yeah, y'all share. Y'all share.
We shared exes, but okay. So this guy, my ex's name was Michael.
Oh, we're calling it out.
Fuck him.
I'm sorry.
He ruined my life. Nah, I'm just kidding. He didn't ruin my life, just mentally.
You sure did like have to go through like a big healing
I had to
process.
go to therapy.
You had to like.
No, I'm kidding.
I will say, like,
Nah,
as being your best friend, I think you did have to go through this like self-realization, like how cruel someone can be.
Mm-hmm. Guys, when I'm telling you, this little boy, not even little boy, he was a little older than me, but he really took me through the trenches. But anyways, fuck him. Anyways, so back to my story. I moved to Houston, and then I found out that they were dating or whatever, and I was like, cool, whatever. Oh, great. And that was that. Fast forward to after they broke up.
Okay.
After they broke up, we kind of like, I wanted to talk to him, but I think I wasn't in a place where I wanted to commit still.
Okay.
But like, I was always interested in him. I was always been interested in him.
I feel like you showed me him before.
He's a handsome guy. He's a really nice guy. Like he's really has great qualities. Yeah. But
he looks like the type of guy that would be a dad.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, anyways, I basically turned him down, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not ready for a relationship. This and that, blah blah," and told him no. Well, now.
Yeah.
Now
you're in a good space.
I hit him up now, like not too long ago, and I was like, "Hey, hi."
Wow, you hit him up.
I did. I hit him up, and I was like, "Hey, like, do you want to try and this and that?"
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, he did ask like, "Well, wait, weren't you like not ready?" And now you are, and it's like,
when was that? When was the not ready? It was yesterday. We're okay now.
Maybe like almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe like almost 2 years ago.
That's enough. That's a big gap, and that's a big difference from like back then, like 2 years ago to now. Like looking at you, or even me, like that's a difference.
Exactly. And because I don't know, I feel like I was just so focused on my job and like what I was doing that I felt like a relationship just wasn't good for me at that time. But like now it is, and I'm not gonna lie, he was like not playing hard to get, but I feel like I do understand his like
this process of like talking with you.
Well, because it's
his
like
boundaries.
Well, I feel like his I feel like I kind of understand why he's like, wait, why now and why not? Like,
I see.
You know, I get it because I told you
There's
no
a
once.
word for that. I don't know what it is though.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I know I told you once no, and now I'm like coming back and I want to, but it's like because now I am ready, and I was scared that, you know, because like imagine if I would have told him yes the first time.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And then it didn't work out.
Yeah.
We would have just been in a bad place.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do I want to ruin something that could potentially be good, you know? So that's why like now I'm like, you know, like, are you ready?
That's a good
but
thing.
I feel like now he's not.
Yeah. Like as in like it's going somewhere?
It is and it's not.
What do you mean?
Because like
what happened?
He fucking because when I told him like, hey,
you feel like he's standoffish.
Well, not like standoffish, but more of like, well, you know, we could just take it easy and see what happens. I was like, you don't have that. I feel like you don't have the same interest that you had before.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I get like, let's take it slow.
I think it's about being cautious. I think in his head.
And I get it. I totally get it. But it's like now I am ready, and it's like,
yeah.
You know, at least I told you before, kind of soon.
Yeah.
We didn't waste anybody's time. Yeah. But like now I do see where it's like he's like now saying like, oh, let's take it slow, let's see what happens. And I totally understand it and I respect it, and I told him that's fine. But bro, we've known each other for like 4 years. Like, what else do you need to know about me? I get it though.
I think it's like
it. More on a personal level. I get it.
Yeah.
Fine. But I straight up told him because and I've told you this before, the whole talking stage of like before the relationship, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Because
you're in like in a limbo stage with someone. It's like you're something but you're not. You're something but not enough to say something, but like
and then also you're something without it being exclusive. So like y'all both have free range to talk to anybody else, and it's like, for example, what if he's talking to somebody or I'm talking to somebody, and then we just waste our time.
That actually happened to me.
I don't.
Someone was talking to me. It was getting pretty serious. Dropped me fast.
I don't like that.
Fast because they were talking to somebody else.
Can you look at me?
I'm sorry. I know. We're just so close. We're just so close that like I feel like I'm like. So like when I look at you right there, it looks like a good distance to like look at you. I was looking at your reactions the whole time. Like,
okay.
I'm just like,
as long as you're like,
no, I'm actually paying attention to you. Like I really am. Like, if you look at me and I look at you, we're talking to each other right now.
True, but I feel like we're talking to. Hey guys.
That's okay though. That's not a terrible thing for them to be like.
True.
You know what I mean?
We're FaceTiming with y'all guys.
They're the third person in the conversation.
Exactly.
So how's your relationship going?
Hi. They're all typing in the comments.
Come on, you don't say much.
No, but so I do feel like he's more like just more cautious.
Yeah.
And I get it.
It makes sense.
But
wow.
it doesn't sound good right there.
It sounds good right here.
Does it?
I feel like it does. I feel like I sound pretty clear.
Here? No. I feel like I sound better right here. That's why I'm having it like this.
Like right here?
Yeah. See?
Okay.
Yeah, it does
I'll keep it there.
Yeah. But yeah, so I told him, I was like, I'm down to take it slow and see where it goes. So I'm not really like pressuring it.
I think you just gotta trust the process.
I know.
I think that's the part. Like, just let it.
Because you know how I am. I just hate wasting time.
It's so funny because like I need to be worried about trusting that. I need to be worried about that stage because that's why it keeps me single.
Yeah.
And you need to be worried about that stage because that's why it
never works out.
That's that's why it's like making you be there. Because
but also too, guys, I feel like what's wrong?
I'm just making sure I'm like having it correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also too, I feel like fuck, I lost my no, I didn't lose my train of thought. There was a question that he asked me and he was like, hey,
is your muffin buttered?
He's like, I'll butter your muffin.
do you want me to sign you to butter? Do you want me to blah, 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 blah.
He was like, are you talking to anybody else? Guys, this is one thing about me, and he knows this. I do not entertain any fucker. I do not entertain men. I just don't. Like, if you see me texting, it's my mom, my sister, him, a client,
a friend.
I am
maybe.
not.
Yeah.
I am not entertaining any men. I am not texting anybody. You won't see in my DMs. You do not see.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just not, because I feel like entertaining guys is a waste of fucking time. It honestly
really is.
It honestly is.
And it's tough because like
you said it because I do it every day.
No, it's crazy because like I really don't entertain. It's tough because like I am looking for relationships, so you kind of have to be actively looking to like find somebody. And
yeah, true.
I feel like I'm learning that there's people that throughout the process of doing that, it's not that they're friends, but it's not that they're not friends. And it's like I've gained some people that I've gained really good conversations with where I feel like I can be myself and we're building like a long-term connection.
Yeah.
Whether it's friendship or not. And it's kind of benefiting getting to know that person in that sense. And I feel like it's been a good process. And I feel like doing that is actually better for you. It's healthier for you to get to know somebody when you're literally like getting to know them on a friendly, personal level.
Yeah.
I feel like it helps. I feel like it helps like being able to know somebody's me going back to kinder.
Beyonce knows.
But like I feel like it's important to be able to like get to know someone and get to know the way they move or interact with you or the way they're able to like connect.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you rush things or you solely make it about dating somebody, you don't get to see that part of them.
Yeah.
They only get to show you what they're comfortable showing you.
True.
So you get to know somebody before you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because think about it, like imagine like your ex, like imagine if you got to know him before all that. Like, do you feel like you probably would have had like a different insight of him?
Yeah, but also like this.
But like, I mean, it's obviously dating is like sometimes when you just find someone, you find someone. That's everybody. Like, I see people who get in. I do wonder how other people date because I see some people in their relationships left and right, and I'm like, no hate towards this bitch, but Gypsy Rose. How
did she go from one man to getting pregnant from another guy?
And I'm over here being like
2 months.
I'm over here being like, is painting my nails too much for you?
She's like, I killed my mother.
No, but like legit though, like how some people just
that's her icebreaker. She's like, hi, I killed my mother.
She said, hey, so you have any secrets you want to tell? How do people just make it so easy to date? That's the thing, and we've talked about that. We're like, why are we single?
Yeah,
we're not bad guys.
No,
you know, We're
actually
great.
not. And we're not ugly.
No, we're not. But like, we're not bad guys, and we're like, I think we're pretty good looking. So you're all on the pretty good.
Well, no, but we are.
Yeah.
I don't get it either. But I think it's because God has someone waiting for us.
No, legit.
I just don't know where
so.
they're at right now.
I think so. God has someone waiting for us, and they will come into our life
Whenever
when it's
they're
ready. Yeah, and I think that's it. That is no, not like that's it. Like on the podcast.
I'm like,
I think,
damn.
No, I think that's it. Like that is like what it is.
Yeah.
We shouldn't question it. You know, I think if you stay on your path, I read this thing.
What?
Where it says, when you're no longer friends with someone, you just suddenly stop seeing them wherever you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy because if you see a friend, you can bump into them at a store and you're like, oh my God, like it's funny seeing you here. Like, you can see a friend, and then out of nowhere, when you're not friends with them anymore, that stops.
Yeah.
You know why though, right?
Why?
Because their path doesn't align with yours anymore. That's what I was reading. Like, the way you're moving in your life, the way you're wanting your own success, the way you're wanting to do your own thing, changes the trajectory of the way they're also doing theirs. And it's not like your life changes their life. No, it's like when that happens, y'all's paths don't connect no more.
That's really true.
You know what I mean?
Well, yes. And it's funny you say that. Okay, we can talk about that too here.
So we could talk about here. I'm gonna lay it right here for you.
I'm gonna lay it all fucking down right now. That's really true, because when I was friends with a certain person, my childhood best friend.
Yes. The Starbucks and the chains.
It's guys. That is an inside joke from 2014.
Yeah, and we've carried it.
We have. Okay, so we're just gonna put that out. We're just gonna put this story out on the table because this story has to do with both of us.
Yeah.
And then a third party.
Yeah.
So I was friends with this person for a very long time. We were actually friends for like 16 years back in like school, like high school, like all the things. And so during, what was it? Junior high? Not junior high. Freshman year?
Yeah, I think freshman year.
Like freshman year, you know when Snapchat had the
I think
the
it was
best
like
friend
the
list?
end of our freshman year. Our freshman.
No, sophomore year. Or the end of her sophomore year.
Was it?
It wasn't freshman year because I was still in Corrigan in freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's sophomore year because I was in Dabo when I met you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in Dabo when you met me.
So whenever when Snapchat back then had the best friend list.
Oh, okay. Yeah, finish my line,
I was like,
bitch.
finish my sentence.
I'm on sandwiches.
We rehearsed this. No, can you imagine?
No, but when Snapchat had the best friend list, I somehow accidentally, I don't even know how I added him to begin with, to be honest. But I somehow accidentally added like a whole bunch of people that I guess he was friends with. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I like woke up one morning and had like 6 friends. Some that I don't even think were on the list. I don't know. It was a weird glitch, but it was a glitch that was meant to happen.
I know that's right.
You know, we always say this story, but I never say that. Like that glitch, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
That was like.
Yeah. So basically, we added each other on Snapchat from his Snapchat.
Yeah.
Because of the best friend list.
You
know, it's crazy because I don't even think your username is this anymore, or maybe it is Akanate. Akanathan.
Aka_Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan.
That's so crazy because I still remember like looking at the list and you would be right there.
Nathan.
And so, anyways,
I wonder when he saw that. I wonder when we started Snapchatting. I wonder if he saw like your name pop up on my list.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ever since, whenever we met, I was still friends with this person.
Yeah, not even friends, best friends.
We were still best friends.
Yeah, and I never like said
no.
Like no, ever.
Our friendship isn't the reason why.
Yeah.
No. Me and him are not best friends anymore or friends at all anymore.
Yeah.
That was a whole different thing. It has nothing to do with him. But I'm going to say this, and I don't know if it was because he just didn't want to or maybe some jealousy or something. He's not here to defend himself. But when we became really good friends and I was still best friends with him, he would never want to hang out with us. No. And whenever he would go to Corrigan, I would be like, hey, do you want to hang out? crickets.
Nothing.
Crickets.
And he would
I'm
ghost
what the
every
fuck?
time.
What the fuck?
He
And
would-
so I don't know if it was like a jealousy thing. Who knows?
I don't know.
It is what it is. But ever since,
it's crazy though. To think
ever
of that.
since we met, for some reason, we always had this joke that I'm not gonna say, but
Yeah.
it had to do with Starbucks and chains.
Starbucks and chains. We were so
At the beach.
Yeah, at the beach.
But anyways, that is
it all that joke only all started because he was ditching out on every time I went, like
every
the three
time
of us.
exactly.
And we always said like why does he just not he would either follow through and then cancel last minute
Mhm.
or he would just disappear
Yeah.
or he'd be out of town or he'd
Yeah.
be, and I feel like it could have been a healthy
Well, this is what I was gonna say about what you had just said about when you're no longer friends with people, you shift paths and you're not in the same path, which is really true. And I feel like I hate to say this because it sounds ugly, but I am grateful that a friendship ended. I'm grateful that friendship ended because towards the end I did notice like toxicity.
Yes.
Because it was very much one-sided, and it also felt like me as a best friend was giving so much to this person, and I felt like I was kind of like in his path, not in my own. So I honestly feel like if I was still friends with him, probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like he kept you on his shadow?
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
because honestly too though, whenever we were younger, we always, ever since I could remember, I always wanted to be a vet growing up. But then he wanted to be a nurse, and then I wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that.
But then I came to college, and I was like, I don't want to fucking do this shit.
Yeah. You're like, fuck no.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is not for me.
You came up to me, you said, here's the answers to the test.
Right.
I'm gone.
I know that's right.
I said, I'm leaving.
I was like, I can't.
I'm not going to be here no more.
I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah. I think those were like monumental moments that got you here to, like, not that got you here today, but like, there's like, I feel like everyone has these monumental moments where you have this like self-realization that change is needed.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You
And I'm glad change did happen. Yeah. I'm glad it happened.
I think it was a good thing. I think
It
it's
was a good
tough.
thing.
I feel like
It was
when
hard.
best friends break up, it's a breakup.
It is, guys.
It's a breakup. It's a heartbreak.
Yeah, and
Feels
we've
like a heartbreak.
both been through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it honestly, guys, it was. I think for like a good year and a half.
Yeah.
It really hurt. It really hurt me. But now I'm like, fuck, no, I'm kidding. No, much love for this person. I honestly, and I've told him and I've told everybody around me because
I've said the same thing.
Anybody that knows me personally knows that this person was literally like best. Like we were literally like fucking gum.
You know what's so crazy? I will say,
but
it's like genuinely, I think we both have wanted the best for like those people.
Yeah, because that's what I was just gonna say.
And
there is no ill will with this person, and even though I don't talk to this person anymore, I wish him nothing but the best.
Yep.
I only know about him from if you tell me something or if I hear it, but I don't really know anything that he's going on.
I only have one sort of type of like, it's not that I tell you, I usually don't feel, I honestly don't see anything of him ever. But the one thing I do say here is like my conspiracy theory of him living here.
Oh,
I swear, but I could be wrong.
But I don't wish anything bad upon him.
No,
I've never. I would always get this fucking question asked. Are you jealous of him? No, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, why?
No, let him. I'm glad he's doing his thing, whatever he's doing, and however he's doing it, and whatever is making him happy. I am glad. Yeah. Kudos to you. Keep doing it. Like, I do not have time to be jealous about anybody. I don't have time to envy anybody else's work or anybody else's success.
Yeah. I think it's like also at some point, like I think after you get over that little breakup feeling, you start to realize that there was just some things that like, and I'm not perfect, and you're not perfect, and it's like we're not saying that they're at fault for everything.
Wait, hold on. Backtrack a little bit.
What do you mean?
Speak for yourself, bitch. I am perfect. I'm kidding.
No, but like I think there was like little things that like when I was like, wait, and I got closer to you because you were like that. I think there's just moments when you realize you're like, those actually weren't. Those moments weren't okay, and I feel like it's tough when you have a friend like that, and when you grow up together. At some point, I think there was like this fear of being judged by them, and it was like it kind of caught you under their wing.
Yeah.
And it's like at some point when you start standing up for yourself and you start saying how you feel and you truly feel, that's what caused that division of
yes. Yeah. And no, and it's exactly, that's crazy. Well, I mean, everything that happened.
But you know what I mean?
But the way you said that, I'm just like, yep.
Yes. Like, yes. They're comfortable with you being comfortable under them. Yes. Until you want to be your own person.
Exactly.
And it's like, and that's why it's like important when you do have these friends and you build that foundation, you kind of be your own individual
and
person.
And that brings me to think that they don't want you to do better than them. I hate that I have to say that, and I get it, because I don't want to think bad about this person. Yeah. But it kind of gives that. It kind of gives like,
for him, it kind of did a little bit.
You know, guys, hold on. We're gonna cut because my camera's about to cut. We'll be back in like 2 seconds. Yeah. I'm gonna leave this rolling though. Oh, actually no, because then you guys are back.
Okay. I feel like for him it kind of was that a little bit. There was a sense of like, it wasn't just, there was a sense of selfishness. There was. And
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something that. Never mind.
Okay.
Guys, this podcast is gonna get me in trouble, I swear.
Yeah, no, that's. But I feel like there was a sense of selfishness, and it's like, I think they got used to being favorited on a lot of things, and I feel like that's what caused that started that rift, because you were like, what about me? Like, you started saying, what about me? Like, in this friendship.
Yes.
And he was like, what about you?
Exactly. It's like you're on the sidelines.
Yeah. So it's like, and it just wasn't fair. And it's no ill will to him or anything like that. Nowhere near. Nope. But realistically, like, it's kind of what happened.
It is. You know? It is. It is.
But I will say, like, when your path does change, you can sense that it is. You know it is.
Yeah. Guys, this is what I mean about, I don't think anyone has the relationship that me and Nate have.
No,
because
I don't think so.
From the very, very beginning, we have gone through this shit all together, because we're going to tell y'all another story.
There's history built here.
My ex kissed him.
I'm not you, bitch.
Tell him how you kissed my ex.
Okay, so it started on October 12th of 1991, and it was BC. No, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that, though. I didn't kiss his ex, but
stop lying. No,
but
no, let's actually.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay, guys. So again, this is my ex, Michael. I'm not just putting his name out there because fuck you.
I remember feeling that rage. Like, what the fuck? God.
So we went out one night, and this is, guys, this is 2016. So this is years ago. We went out one night, and it was me, my ex, you, and Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is our friend. Sweet Tea, if you're watching.
Yeah, hello, girl.
You're supposed to be on this.
Girly girl. Pretty girl.
So we went out, and where did we go?
We went to Bonham. It was weird. You were young, and they had to get money out from the ATM. He did, I think, or Sweet Tea did.
Both, yeah.
Both of them, or one of them, and they ended up saying, "Let's go together." So me and Michael waited there to just wait for them to come, and we did. That's like all that happened, and the rest of the night was kind of fun. It was easy. It was smooth.
No, it was fun.
It was a fun night. It was smooth. It was like great, and that was it. And then my this is like, I guess, my point of view in the story.
Yeah.
One day, I just get a call while I'm on vacation. No, it's a text message in a group chat.
But how long after?
What do you mean? I don't know the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like,
I don't remember how. Yeah, there's a jump, because
it could be a month. It could have been. It was in June. So we were left in June to vacation because we always leave in the summer. So
I can't remember.
Whenever we all went, is when it happened. And it could have been, if it was, I bet you anything, it had to have been like a month later.
Okay.
Maybe like around a month later.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like talking normal. Like nothing's going on between us. Like we're good. There's nothing happening.
Right.
Nothing happened that night. And
No, I'm kidding.
and I'm glad we got that confirmed. Like too.
Yes.
But
And we'll get to that. We'll get to that part
point,
later.
yeah. But one day, I get a call I get a text message while I'm on vacation, and they're asking me the weirdest questions.
Well,
like,
wait. Should I give my point of view first?
yeah, and that
That way they know your reaction and
Yes,
why. Okay.
yes.
So yeah, it was probably like a month later, and my ex. Okay, well, his name is Michael. I just hate saying that name.
Well, you know what? Just blur it out.
That's a lot of editing.
Just just put the beep over it.
True.
You've only said his name 4 times.
Okay.
I think it was 4.
So
I said it once.
So anyways, we're still together at this point, and Michael I don't know if he calls me or we were together in person. I don't know, but he was like, "Hey, I need to tell you something," and I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, you remember that one night that we all went out?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, Nathan kissed me. I said, "Bitch, what?"
Yeah.
I said, "Hold the fuck up."
Yeah.
Oh, and okay. I feel like I need to preface by saying this because I think I also had this. Maybe I had this thought back then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. Wait,
What?
should I say it? Okay, so you remember the whole like. Guys, we've been through a lot.
You're talking about the
We've been
Jay?
through a lot, yes.
Okay.
And then like the whole thing.
Okay.
We had a fallout.
Yeah.
No one knows about that because it didn't
Yeah.
last that long. It lasted for like 3 months. But
Yeah.
we had a little
We
fallout.
had a little fallout.
But it was because of my fault.
Yeah.
My little horny ass.
But we fixed that.
We did fix that. But-
We grew from that.
Yeah. So,
That's funny.
whenever Michael told me that had happened, my first thought was,
Uh-huh.
did you do it to
Wow.
to get back at me?
I've never even knew that.
I know. So
Wow.
I thought, damn.
Did it feel like it could have happened just because of that situation? Like, do you feel like it was like a moment of like you said, like, did this happen because of what happened in the beginning of our
Right.
friendship? Like, okay.
Right. I thought, man, well, maybe he's like
Yeah.
doing it to get back at me,
Yeah.
or it's like, well, now we're even.
Yeah.
Type
That
of
is
thing.
insane. Wow.
So,
It's crazy because like I genuinely had like good intentions. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's funny. But go on.
so I texted, who was with you that year? Who went with you to Vegas that year? Sweet Tea?
No one. It was
Oh,
just
yes.
it was my whole family. It was on the group chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I called Sweet Tea. I told Sweet Tea
I think I was
first.
with Abby, I think I was with Abby and
Okay,
Giselle.
I told
my
Sweet Tea
cousins.
first.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I sent her, I think I texted her a call and I was like, hey, so I found this out. No. I remember I called Sweet Tea
Uh-huh.
and I told her about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I told that little bitch not to say nothing.
Yeah,
And that
you
little
did.
bitch said something.
Well,
No. Hold on.
They didn't say anything. They kind of just I put it together
they
pretty quick.
fucking said it.
They're just asking me questions.
So I told her, I was like, hey, so I found this out that Nate and Michael kissed that night that we went out. But don't tell Nate because I know he's on vacation and I don't want to ruin his vacation. Like, we'll just talk about it whenever he gets back.
Uh-huh.
Bitch, 5 minutes later, he gives me a call.
I sure did because I'm so like I don't like sitting on those things. I'm
Yeah.
like, we can talk about it. Let's go.
And-
Like, let's do it. Let's
But
have the
there was
conversation.
okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's a part of me that I believed him.
Yeah,
And there's
I
a part
know.
of me that didn't believe him.
I sensed it. I think for a long.
I felt like I was in the middle.
I feel
It was
like
hard.
yeah. I
who
think
to choose.
seeing your point of view, like me seeing your point of view,
Mm-hmm.
it's like if someone says I killed somebody, well, no, you gotta put them into like questioning,
Right.
Like it's like nah,
Mhm.
the thought's there, you
Mhm.
know. So he planted a seed that like was there. So I can see why you thought like it could have been true because
Mhm.
it's out there. It's
Yeah.
a thought. But I feel like what was happening is you were wanting to hold on to like the truths he was telling you and the lies he was telling you,
Mhm.
but also hold on. I think at some point you saw his toxicity, and I think you saw this repetition of like, okay,
Manipulation.
if these were lies and these were manipulations,
Yeah.
then that was probably one too.
Exactly.
But you never got full confirmation from that. And I never held it against you to not think that. But I also always confirmed, I always did tell you, like, no, like, it really didn't happen.
Right, yeah.
It's no offense to him, but I didn't even think you, like,
But I
not that it
quickly,
would,
I
but-
quickly believed you. Like
Yeah.
after that phone call, it was like, I believe you.
Oh, so wait, back to it.
Uh-huh.
I get a text message.
Oh yeah, fucking sweet tea.
No, a
I
group.
swear.
They're all, I think they had a separate group
They
chat.
did because I wasn't in it.
And they were all like asking, like, do you think I would have did this? And they all kind of said no because Nate would have said something, like, and obviously, like, it didn't happen. So, like, I would like if that it wouldn't have happened, but if it did, I
Mhm.
would have said that to someone.
Right.
And all of them were like, fucking mouth jaw drop. Like, why would you do that? Like,
Right.
what? So when they messaged me, I was like, they were asking like, I think the questions were, did you ever see something in Michael? Did you ever like Michael?
Did you ever like him?
It's hard for me not to like someone. And
Guys, it's okay. We're gonna preface by saying,
well, there's no, again, I don't even hate him.
I
don't-
went through so much with him that we
Yeah.
joke around so much.
Yeah.
We're coping. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. But like, it's crazy because like I have no ill intent against him. We hashed it out like
Mhm.
the way it was. Okay, so basically, what had happened was I was getting all these questions, and then I think it was Sierra or Julia that said, "Did you ever kiss him?" No one ever told me what he said. I didn't know what was happening.
Mm.
But the fact that those questions even came up, I was like, hold the fuck up. I got on that phone. I'm still so serious. I did not know what the situation was. So when I called you and asked you what is happening, and you said, you tell me, I said, no, what is happening? Because you know I'm not going to do something.
Right. Yeah, he quickly called me, and I remember because I was on my way back because I went to go visit my
Yeah.
family at that. I remember I was on my way back to San Antonio.
That is so funny.
And
We're
he,
funny.
and he calls me and he's like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, "You tell me what is going on."
Yeah.
He's like, "No."
Yeah, like,
what
say
is
it,
going
like,
on?
what is going on?
He's like, "Well, what happened?" And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. And it was like a whole thing, but like my whole family was like
I was like,
listening.
"You fucking kissed him."
My whole family was listening. Everyone was like, because
Yeah, he was in the fucking car.
I was in the car with all of them. We were like, I think like leaving Arizona. I don't know. We were
Yes.
driving to Vegas, but it was like I knew it didn't happen. I was ready to talk about it in that moment because in my head, I guess we never like really like talked about it like this, but like in my head, because of the situation that happened the first time between us, I don't think it was healthy to leave space for silence.
Oh, for sure. Because the first time,
It was like quiet. And I remember like
Yeah.
calling each other and be like, we're gonna fix this because we're friends. And we're
Mhm.
gonna fix this because we love each
Mhm.
other, and we're gonna fix it, like, so on and so forth.
yeah,
And I knew that like I knew that it was gonna bug me knowing you didn't hear that from me, that it didn't happen for a whole week. So I was like, no,
Yeah.
he has to hear it. Like, he has to hear it. Because if he gets to do that, then no. I'm not there to defend myself, one. And it's
Right.
like, it's not fair that he gets to just say whatever. And you have to suffer
Fucking
a whole...
prick.
Yeah, and you have to suffer a whole week of thinking that's the truth. Like, that's
Literally,
a lot.
literally.
So in my head, I was like, nah, we're talking about this.
right. But I quickly didn't believe
Yeah.
him after we ended up talking. And then fast forward
Mhm.
to 2021, I want to say.
I think it was...
2020?
I think
2021.
I think it was 2022.
2022.
It had to have been the end of 2022
2022.
because it was after the pandemic for sure.
Yeah,
And
because I was already living in San Antonio. I'm in Houston.
and people were wanting to go out because no one has gone out.
Yes.
So,
So, 2022, we come in contact again,
no, dude.
and he tells me the
Yeah.
truth.
Well, I think what stemmed it was we went out to the club. He was there, and I think he tapped my shoulder. I remember me turning around and seeing him
Oh
and being
my
like,
God.
no. I turned back around. I was like, I'm not, and I looked at you and I was like, I'm not going to communicate with him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not. And
Yeah.
I told you, and when we left, I told you, it's like, the only way I'll even breathe near him is if he admits that he lied.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only, and
So
that's the end of the whole conversation.
Right. So then he contacted me, and basically he told me,
He apologized for all his
First of all,
actions.
he
I think that's
did.
what it was. And then I told you, bring it up, ask about it, because
I think he's still a shitty person.
He's in his-
I'm always going to think that, because he's just a really shitty person. He uses people. He's very manipulative. He's very mean. He's an ugly person. I'm like, I'm like, he's just an ugly person, and I don't fucking like him.
Yeah.
But the fact that it took him almost 10 years to apologize. No, I'm kidding. No, but
5 years, 37 days, 67 hours, and 32 minutes, and 48, 47, 46 seconds. Yeah, and counting.
you know, literally. And so he basically said, like, hey, I'm sorry for everything that happened. I am going to be honest with you. And Nate never kissed me. That never happened. I
Yep.
did it because I was jealous
Yeah.
of y'all's friendship. And I'm
Yeah.
like, good. No, I'm kidding.
But honestly, in my head, like, if he didn't have deeper issues to work on, like, it could have been all fine and dandy between all of us, and he could have he could have developed like an integral part of being like your boyfriend, but still like getting to be.
Mhm. We're talking about 2016, guys. We're not talking
Yeah,
about right now. I
we're
would
talking about
never.
right now.
I would
No.
never. Fuck no. Fuck no.
But like, if that jealousy wasn't there, he could have been involved in our friendship too.
Yeah.
Like, obviously not be like best friends, like,
Right.
you know, but like,
Yeah.
it still could have been something.
Basically, what he's saying, like, if
There could have been a balance.
it would have just ended a lot better.
Yeah.
Than what it did, because it was so messy, guys. That when I say messy,
Mhm.
I mean this motherfucker stole from me.
I remember that.
You remember that?
I remember one time you called me.
Oh, bitch, I was pissed.
Remember, and you were saying you were talking shit about him, and I was like, "Well, where is he?" He's like, "Oh, he's right next to me. He's hearing it all." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Guys, I'm telling you, well, we said it in the first podcast. Ever since I moved out here, man, my mouth is mouthing. I did not give a fuck. He was literally sitting right next to me in
He
the car, and I was just talking straight up shit, because I'm just like, bro, I'm so fucking over you. I'm so
Yeah.
fucking done with this shit.
Yeah,
It was really toxic.
that is so crazy. But after he did apologize and he did admit that,
Yeah.
and I bumped into him, I talked to him, I said hi, and it was like,
Mhm.
obviously I'm not gonna be friends with you, but
Mhm.
like, at least it's like there was a step up to like admit and take accountability for all that, because that was something still that happened.
It was in 2022, because little bit after that, they started talking. They started
Oh.
dating.
Yes, but like, you know what I mean though, like after that apology, and not even after the apology, just in general, after all that, it was kind of like it's not that I didn't think, I was glad that he said it, not for me, because
Mhm.
I obviously I always knew.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad he said it for you,
Mhm.
because I deeply wanted you to know, like, I wouldn't have done that to you.
Even
Like,
though,
it
guys,
didn't
it
happen.
wasn't something I had lingering
Yeah,
within me.
no.
Like, I didn't give a fuck.
No.
Because we both knew.
We
like,
both knew.
He pulled this shit out of his ass.
Yeah, but like, it was comforting to know, because I feel like at the time, younger you couldn't decide, like you said. Like,
True.
So it's like, I wanted to like
Yeah.
rewrite that for you,
Right.
and the thought of your head, like, it never happened. Like,
Exactly.
you know, it's just like a healthy thing, I guess. I don't know, because man, lies could ruin people.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's crazy. Like, and people get so afraid or get so selfish of what they want, they don't realize like you're damaging somebody by doing that.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you really are. Like, you're messing with someone's life.
Yeah.
So, man.
Yeah. And see, I'm not gonna get into
Yeah.
this guy's business,
Mhm.
but the
Yeah.
other guy that dated my ex too, he
Mhm.
also shared that he kind of went through the same thing, and
Yeah.
like,
I hope he's out there learning.
I really hope he goes through the shit that he put us through, because fuck you.
I hope he's out there learning, doing better, and being a better person.
Yeah, that too though. But I really hope that he goes through a little bit of what he put us through,
That's crazy.
because
Imagine
you gotta get a taste of your own medicine.
his best friend's boyfriend's like, dude, he kissed me. Michael's like, not again.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's like, I think at this point, I hope that there's growth in the people that are not in our lives anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, like, it's crazy because they don't get to see where we are now, you know?
But they don't get
like,
that
access.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
no, for sure. But like, it is crazy to
you
think,
can see it from far away.
yes, it is crazy, and it's crazy to know like where we are today and the things we're doing, and like, it's so fun. Like, I love all the stuff that we're doing.
It is.
Like, sometimes it's tiring, sometimes exhausted. I just saw my brother's girlfriend just past my window, but yeah, like it can be like literally this weekend was hard. Like I had a hard weekend. It's so crazy because like when we talk about social media and we talk about these things, it's like sometimes we fail to mention like
I'm not scratching my balls, guys. I'm scratching my leg.
we fail to mention like the things we go through, and I think those are important things to talk about. And I think recently I had a very bad anxiety attack, and it just really took the toll on me this weekend, and it led all the way to the middle of the week because I'm still here feeling it. But it's crazy though because like it's just, I don't know. I do not know.
You're getting it. You're getting through it. You're getting through it.
I am.
You know.
I am.
Which is
think
good.
The moral of all this is friendships are important.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Today he's helped me feel way better.
Yeah, we went out, guys. We're about to go out and get some dinner.
Yes.
And yeah. But this concludes our episode.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This was fun. Good conversation.
You'll be back soon.
I will be back soon.
But
I hope all y'all see this. I love all of y'all.
Yes.
And
we will see you in the next episode, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I love that.